Hey guys, welcome back to Metal Guitar 911, and today we have this awesome old Boss HM-3. Long story short, this guy over here was in some part of the world where he somehow grabbed one, and he came back to
India.
and brought along this pedal.
So yeah, actually, since we were chasing this chainsaw thingy, so we were thinking that like, if we find one. So we found one in Reverb, and finally we couldn't miss the chance. That too for $100, and that too the pedal is like discontinued, and I'm pretty sure that we won't get one in India in the used market itself. So yeah, so it was like we had to get this one. And especially when we were the brothers.
I absolutely thought it must be a scam. Like, honestly, for an $100 thing, not too sure. But yeah, it works fine.
Yeah, exactly. Since we have the other brothers of this, the MT2 and the father.
And the father of all.
The HM2.
Yes. As you can see, this pedal has four knobs, which is one is level, this side is the gain, this is bass, and this is treble. And the pedal is set up like that. You can boost or cut the bass and the treble. That is the highs and lows. Okay.
But just like other Boss pedals.
Boss pedals.
Yeah.
This is just like another Boss pedal.
Yeah, exactly. It's like built like a tank, and you can see like this is like used like hell.
This is like used like hell, and we couldn't find the serial number of this pedal, but we checked the PCB number, and I think that goes back to 93.
Exactly the year the pedal was launched.
Yeah. And hopefully 22nd of the week, 22nd week of
the year
1993.
Yeah.
So that's how this is, and so
what we are going to do in this video is like we would be trying out this with the guitar and also with the bass, since we have Deep with us, and also since we have heard this could do some really amazing thing with the bass as well. So yeah, so we'll be trying this with bass as well, and the thing is that we would be checking out whether it matches its contemporaries like the HM2 or the MT2. Like, what are the differences maybe, and we could do a comparison video later on, but yeah, but we would try this pedal out, and we try to find the
yeah, the thing is, first came the Boss HM2, then they discontinued the Boss HM2 and released this HM3, and in parallel that time, I think,
just before that, just before HM3. MT2 was also launched.
MT2 was also launched. So this is something we are guessing that this is something in between HM2 and MT2 or something, or similar.
Yeah, we don't know exactly. We'll try to find that out. Yeah, exactly.
But we have seen some videos, and we'll try to sort it out. Yeah. So for this video, we will be using this pedal along with a amp. And for the bass, we will be using a Darkglass microtubes B7K Ultra or something like that. And for guitar, we will be using a VHT SIG-X. And so that's it.
So let's get to it. चलिए शुरू करते हैं.
So let's move to the demo. So we have this hyper metal HM3.
Hyper metal. Not
heavy metal.
Hyper.
It's hyper.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the fun thing. So what we will try to do here is three things, right? Yeah, one is the basic clean channel thing, and the other one is as per the name, it's HM3. So we'll try to do that
hyper thing.
Hyper chainsaw maybe. Yeah, we can call it hyper chainsaw maybe. Yeah. And the third thing that we'll try to do is the preamp thing. Yeah. I mean, like, we'll use it through the power amp. And since like this pedal, like we already discussed, that this is like a successor of HM2, and it came out during that MT2 era. So yeah, we wanted to check out like how it sounds on its own, like.
Yeah. So this is the clean sound. Yeah. So let's switch on.
Yep.
And let the menace begin.
Yeah.
So everything is known. We'll start tweaking. You can play. I think this has bit of fuzzy highs, right?
Yeah, exactly. The
highs
yeah.
are not that prominent yet, but lows are quite little bit boomy. So it's not something you would like to use for a very tight
tone. Yeah, exactly.
Tight tone. But this has nice kind of highs.
Maybe some context of some context.
Maybe some leads.
Yeah, maybe let's try that.
Yeah. For lead channel, I guess.
Yeah, it might cut through the mix as well. Maybe, like since maybe in a mix.
Maybe in a mix. Maybe we can reduce the bass a little bit down. It's quite nasal, right? Yeah. So absolutely. It will definitely cut through the mix. Can we combine with a delay or something?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe a delay is required with this, and maybe we can get a usable tone as well.
We'll try to dial a rhythm tone.
Yeah, to see if it justifies the name HM.
So we'll switch. So this is how the rhythm channel itself sounds. So we'll switch on.
God, it's noisy as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
does
so
the
but
job.
yes, it does chainsaw.
Yeah.
It does the chainsaw definitely, and hyper chainsaw.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
not
it's
not,
in the
not
chainsaw.
quite the character of, I guess.
Not
HM.
exactly HM2, but I think we can call it like it's a usable tone for the chainsaw. Like those who are looking for chainsaw, if they have this, first of all, having this is like a different thing altogether. But if you have this, you can check out some chainsaw tones.
We'll put this in the FX loop of this amp,
Yeah,
and
we'll see.
we'll
See what's
we'll
the
see
result. Yeah,
how it sounds. Yeah, so after a much complicated process
very
of
complicated, very tiring.
putting the input jack to the FX
My
return loop
goodness,
and
so much
adjusting
work. Yeah.
adjusting the F levels.
Yeah, I was just seeing him and getting tired.
So we are back now. So we will switch this on and see. Let's see what mayhem becomes.
Absolutely. Right off the just from the first chug itself, I feel that the pedal has like opened up a bit and the sustain has somehow increased, right?
Yeah.
It feels more sustainy and it feels like
much more
Yeah,
low
exactly.
end is bit pronounced. Yeah, but if you go more, it will get boomy little bit. Yes.
yeah, of course, but it feels a little better than the clean channel thing, in my personal opinion. And
Yeah, but I think the overdrive channel worked really nicely.
yeah, absolutely, that was fine.
Yeah, and this doesn't do the chainsaw thing if we are putting
It sounds like a fuzzy kind
a
of
little bit
distortion.
fuzz. Yeah, if we increase the highs and little bit lows. At this setting, I think it becomes a little bit tighter if we reduce the gain.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think the gain doesn't have that tight character.
Certainly, it is like not absolutely not as tight as the MT2 in the
Yes, yeah, definitely not.
preamp channel. It's not nowhere close to that.
Mm.
But I think this has a very distinct, different character.
Yeah, it's not HM2, it's not MT2, it's something in between. And I think our point, I think Boss made this pedal not to recreate an HM2, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or an MT2.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because they launched that two pedals after that, but this does chainsaw. We can
Yeah.
call that this does
Yeah,
chainsaw.
also has a gain, lot of gain, but the character of the gain is not so tight kind of thing. It's quite going to the fuzzy area.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, exactly.
and also the EQ this gives with this boost and the cut. If we boost the lows, you have to be, or cut the lows, you have to be very precise what you are doing there. And for the highs also, if you are boosting the highs, you cannot dial it like a standard HM2. You cannot dial
Absolutely
it.
not. Absolutely not.
Because this,
Yeah, I think it becomes a little fizzy for me.
yeah, a little fizzy. Yeah,
Yeah.
fizzy is the word, I guess.
But this can look nice definitely. Like yep. So that's it.
So after the guitar, it's time for tweaking around with the bass little bit. So now today we are using this hyper metal HM-3 with this Ibanez bass, which is SRFF 800, which has awesome fan fret and all kind of shits going around. So I'll be tweaking and Deep will be playing around with this. So without so this is the clean sound of this bass. So this is the clean sound of this bass, and this is the distorted sound of the bass. So we are using this dark glass micro tube ultra for the normal clean and driven sound, or overdrive-ish sound for the bass. So this is the clean, and now we will take a look at the HM-3 and we'll just stack up so we can create something we don't know yet. So let's put everything to the noon. We are not putting this level to noon because it will clip the signal, so just for that, and everything is at the noon. So here how it sounds with HM-3. So as you can see here, the thing is this distortion, this pedal has a ton of gain, and it goes quite nicely with the bass. So we'll try to create some bass fuzz kind of sound, or some bass distorted bass. So for that, this is the clean. Still we are in the clean signal, and we'll try to make it a little bit dirty and in your face kind of thing. So let's do that. yeah, definitely at this point we can start up with this. Yeah, the lows are not yet that much tight. Yeah, as you are using only this pedal, so normally we split the signal and do that clean low end at somewhere, and we put the highs. With that we merge it together. So we are not doing that here, so the lows are not quite prominent. That's a definite thing, but the highs and the drive is enough to drive you crazy and nuts kind of thing. What do you think?
Maybe we could just put it on the overdrive, like
Yeah, we can do that.
B7K,
We can
and
just
maybe we can just see.
yeah, we can just lower the distortion
Yeah.
drive of this one, and
Yeah.
we'll try to, so we'll switch off this one and we'll play so people can hear it. Okay, so this is how it sounds. Okay, so we will put it this, stack it up. Yeah, so it's quite there. Yeah, we can definitely work with this one, and this definitely sounds nice, quite nice. And fat, yes, and highs are quite the in that range. The frequency response is in that range that you would like to have in a bass. So yeah, so that's how it sounds. Let us know, what do you think?
So that was it, guys. So what do you think about like the how did it sound in the, like, for me I can tell you that the clean channel was like a failure for me, like just like the MT2, it doesn't shine as well as it does in the preamp channel than like in the clean channel. What do you think about this?
Yeah, the highs gets quite fizzy and thin gets very thin, and also if you boost the low, then it becomes quite boomy. Yeah, so it doesn't have that tightness, of course, but the lead tones, yeah, we can work
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And also it does a decent chainsaw, I believe so.
Yeah, and in if you put it in before a overdrive and stack it up, then definitely this does a bit of chainsaw. Yeah, not quite HM2, but yeah. But
Yeah, because
chainsaw.
yeah, exactly. At this point in like 2023, you have so many pedals which sound exactly like HM2, or like they try to emulate a more refined sound for the chainsaw kind of death metal. So yeah, I think if you're looking for something like that, then this might not be able to cater that. But again, it's like a pedal from 1993.
And
has
also,
no
yeah,
updates or
if,
anything.
if you are in a first Doomland, then yeah,
Absolutely.
this is Lala Doomland.
So yeah, exactly. So tell us like how was the bass sound for you guys?
Yeah. Right off the bat, it's not a defined tone. It's gritty, it's muddy, and since it's not defined, it could be used for most probably Doom. It has a good fuzz, of course, meaty ones, and
I can see it. You know,
I think
being used
that
with
could
sludge.
be, yeah, exactly. Definitely doesn't have clanks, so not a thrash metal tone, of course, but has grits. You can use it for Doom, as you guys were
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. Doom, sludge, and also I can see being used in some form of death metal in both guitars and
Yeah, if you want to blend the both guitars, one maybe is very scooped or maybe very refined tone, and you
also
don't
use it
want
in the
that.
bass. Maybe that would give us something
Yeah,
interesting.
some great, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it would be a very nasty mix, I believe. But
If
Very
you're into gnarly, nasty kind of mixes and all those things, then definitely if you get one, try, and if you like.
also, like you said, very nasty. Definitely, a noise gate is a mandatory thing. Just like
all of the chainsaw pedals and noise gates are the must. Yeah. So I think that's all.
Yeah, that's all for this one. So let us know like what do you think of this pedal if you have one. We are really lucky. I feel we are really lucky to have this